Check it out.
That's a winner, Auburn. Tigers 67, Georgia 59.
Welcome in on the Auburn Women's Basketball Review with Tigers head coach Terry Williams for Illinois. I'm Andy Bersham. Auburn opened last week on the road in Knoxville.
Low post for Tracy Tanner. Left her defender in her wake. Tigers quickly the other way. Great pass. Ty Tanner puts it in. Oh, what a nice feed from Keani Parker. Muhammad from 12, good, baseline right. Throws it ahead down the right wing, Montgomery. Brandy, wide open three, swish. Brandy hits her 32nd of the year. Nice way to come out of the timeout break. 8:21 to go in the first half. Peyton Davis to Hasina Muhammad from 15, and she knocks in the line drive shot. Lobs it, low post for Tanner, put it up, it was blocked. Tracy got it back, puts it up and in. Nice job to stay with it by Tracy Tanner. Low post for Tracy Tanner, spins along the baseline. Nice pass to her sister on the weak side, and Tyrese puts it in. High post, Tyrese Tanner drives up with the left hand, and it's good. Nice move by Tyrese. Free throw line, Tracy Tanner puts it on the floor. Right side, Muhammad, pull up from about 13, it's good. High post, Tracy Tanner to Firking, open three ball, left side, swish. Megan Tucker, left wing, Montgomery, fade away from three, good. Brandy knocks home her second three of the night. To Ty Tanner, around her defender, up from about 17, good. Ty Tanner with the basket. 62-37 is the score, and Simmons is blocked by Ty Tanner, breaks away. Ty drives to the basket, banked it in. Nice job by Ty Tanner to take that coast to coast. Ty Tanner, nice head fake, drives to the hole, banked it in. Tucker on the wing for Muhammad, up from about 13, she banked it in. At the left side, Parker into the lane for Tracy Tanner. Nice move, goes up and scores and gets fouled on the play. Low post, Tracy Tanner to the basket, up and in. And a shot is up and in by Peyton Davis. Being low post shot is up and in for Katie Firking. Tucker on the right wing. Low post for Tracy Tanner. Up against Russell and put it in. Nice move. Katie with a 3-on-1. Firking to Montgomery to the basket. Banks it up and scores. Nice break for Auburn. 3 down to 2, down to 1, and this one comes to a close. 93-63 Tennessee.
Tough task for the Tigers in Knoxville. Coach, good crowd on hand, and they used their athleticism and I thought their veteran ability to beat the Tigers on Thursday night.
Definitely, you know, coming off a loss, we knew that they were going to be extremely hyped, ready to win another basketball game, and we just happened to be the next opponent. I mean, they get very good crowds, and I thought the crowd got behind them immediately as soon as the game began.
Megan Simmons was very tough to handle, especially in the first half of play.
And we knew that. I mean, we've seen her put on a show here. We've seen her put a show on there last year. I mean, she's just a very good player. I mean, she's SEC Player of the Year, there's no doubt.
Auburn rebounded nicely on Thursday against Georgia. We'll take a look at those highlights when we come back on the Auburn Women's Basketball Review.
I'm Keani Parker, a junior guard on Auburn Women's Basketball team.
Left wing. Auburn running out of time. Parker shoots and scores with 1 in the shot clock.
My favorite food is shrimp because I just enjoy eating it. Something most people don't know about me is that I can sing. My favorite TV show is Pretty Little Liars because it always keeps you guessing about what's coming up next. Favorite song out is Crank That Nene because everybody be dancing to it. My favorite actor is Channing Tatum, and he plays in all the good movies.
Welcome back on the Auburn Women's Basketball Review. Auburn followed up its trip to Knoxville by coming home on Senior Day to face Georgia.
Double team Barbie. Underneath, throws it away to Keani Parker. Auburn the other way, ahead to Muhammad. Swipe to the basket, good. Right corner for Brandy Montgomery. Montgomery into the corner now, Muhammad. Low post, Tracy Tanner. One dribble off the glass, good. Inside the arc, Ty Tanner. Ball, a hand in her face, steps back, pops a 19-footer, buries it. Nice job, Ty. And a steal by Brandy Montgomery. Drives to the hole, banks it in. Left wing, Firking. Low post, great pass. Tracy Tanner put it in. Auburn. Megan penetrates, left wing, Montgomery, 6 to shoot. Steps back, hits a 3, missed it, rebound. Firking with a reverse underneath, and she put it in.
When Tyrese is out, somebody's got to step up and help us, you know, and I thought Brandy did a really good job, as well as some others. I thought Katie did a very good job in the first half of keeping the ball alive for us on a lot of offensive possession.
Brandy had it the whole game. From the beginning when I sat out, she had it. She played a great game, and Katie Firkin came out and did her job, and, you know, I'm just proud of the underclassmen.
Out to the top, ball deflected, and it comes to Montgomery with Parker on the break. Brandy drives to the hole, up and in, count it with a foul. Off the right wing, Montgomery. She'll pop another 3. She made it. As there is a ball that's deflected by Firking to Muhammad, to Tucker. Off the right wing, Montgomery for 3, yes!
And that's huge to get 34 points off of their 24 turnovers. I mean, that right there is Auburn basketball.
Yeah.
You know, we want to turn them over and we want to score. That's exactly what we want to do.
Led to Tucker, ahead to
That's
Montgomery, reverses up, she got it!
That was a great pass.
Ty Tanner, head fake, drives.
Yes.
Up with the left hand, she banked it in.
That's what she needs to do.
To Ty Tanner from 15, swish.
As Coach Ty always told me, I got to make up the first half. So that's what I had in my mindset. Only played 3 minutes, and so I had stuff to make up.
Low post for Tracy Tanner. In the lane with the right hand, good!
Good girl.
Left side for Parker.
Give it to her.
Parker. Underneath, Peyton Davis to the hole, good, Auburn leads. Peyton's first basket on her senior day. Drives to the hole, banked it in! Auburn by 3, 53-50. Back out to the top for Tucker, shot clock at 7. Megan drives, pull up, jumper, got it! High post pass, Ty Tanner against Donald. Drives down the lane, off the glass, good! Ty Tanner gives Auburn a 4-point lead. In the lane, out to the top. Barbie 3, blocked by Muhammad. There's a 3 from the right wing, air ball. Rebound Montgomery, 31 seconds to go, and she's wrestled.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, when she came from out of the hole to block the 3-point shot, that was incredible. But, you know, we'll take her defensive effort, and that's sometimes what we miss when she's out on the floor. We miss her length, you know, to sometimes get in there and not just block shots, but be a rebounder as well.
Up the left sideline, launches a 3, is missed, rebound Muhammad, and this one is in the books. That's a winner, Auburn. Tigers 67, Georgia 59.
Coach Tyrese Tanner, your leading scorer in the ball game, only played 3 minutes in the first half in foul trouble, but she had what we've now become to know, a typical second half of basketball for Tyrese Tanner.
Yeah, we'd love to see her do some of that in the first half. Maybe the game wouldn't be so tough. But she had plenty of energy to come back in the second half and just show, you know, all the abilities that she has continued to show throughout, you know, her season. What a great senior season she's having.
Absolutely. Certainly worthy of a first-team All-SEC selection, in my opinion there. That first half, though, with her on the bench for most of that half, you relied on one of your freshmen. Brandy Montgomery scored 18 of her game-high 21 points in the first half.
Yeah, Brandy definitely took advantage of being open. She hit some really big shots for us, though, and you know, I think, you know, with Brandy, she's just a very good shooter, and she shoots the ball with confidence, whether it's going in or not going in, she's going to continue to shoot it, and I thought we also did a very good job of keeping our defensive pressure up as well. Some
big defensive stops at the end of that ball game, and on 3 consecutive trips down the floor Hasina Muhammad had a block shot on all 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm glad she saved up all the energy for the end. We needed all 3 of those blocks.
A big win for Auburn over Georgia. Now let's take a look at the top 5 highlights of the week.
Number 5, Tyrese Tanner's block against Tennessee's Megan Simmons, which is followed by a fast break layup.
62-37 is the score, and Simmons is blocked by Ty Tanner, breaks away. Ty drives to the basket, banked it in. Nice job by Ty Tanner to take that coast to coast.
Number 4, Keani Parker's pass over the Tennessee defense, which leads to a Tyrese Tanner layup.
Tigers quickly the other way. Great pass. Ty Tanner puts it in. Oh, what a nice feed from Keani Parker.
Number 3, Brandy Montgomery's 3rd consecutive three-pointer.
As there is a ball that's deflected by Firking to Muhammad, to Tucker, off the right wing, Montgomery for 3. Yes, Brandy's 3rd 3 of the first half. She's made 3 in a row.
Number 2, Katie Firking's reverse layup against Georgia.
Megan penetrates, left wing, Montgomery, 6 to shoot. Steps back, hits a 3, missed it, rebound. Firking with a reverse underneath, and she put it in.
And this week's number 1 play is Hasina Muhammad's 3rd straight block against the Georgia offense.
In the lane, out to the top. Barbie 3, blocked by Muhammad. There's a 3 from the right wing, air ball. Rebound Montgomery, 31 seconds to go, and she's wrestled.
Sunday was senior day for the Tigers. A pair of Auburn seniors honored in pregame ceremonies, Peyton Davis and Tyrese Tanner. And we've seen both of those ladies improve, certainly in the 2 years that your coaching staff has been here.
Definitely, and you don't really know what you're going to get from players that are already here in the program when you take over a program. But I got 2 very good seniors. You know, Peyton Davis decided that she wanted to step up and take advantage of the opportunity that we were giving her. And Tyrese Tanner, once she figured out that she wasn't working as hard as I thought she should be working, she definitely turned her game around as well.
Peyton Davis already, of course, has graduated. Tyrese Tanner has had a marvelous senior season, and they've both been those senior kind of leaders that you're looking for, Coach.
She has, and although Peyton has graduated, she's continued to give us the leadership, and Tyrese Tanner is right on track to graduate in May. So, you know, that right there just speaks for your seniors. They understand the definition of being a student athlete first, and they definitely, you know, portray that to all of our young kids that they had to take care of coming into their senior year.
2 important Tigers, Peyton Davis and Tyrese Tanner.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 32, Tyrese Tanner.
On senior night, I was just really ready to play. You know, I waited for my emotions to happen at the end when we won. So, you know, it really didn't hit me that I was a senior and that I actually only had 2 games left in regular season till last night when I got home. But it's been a great experience here, and, you know, I've enjoyed playing and hopefully looking forward to getting to the NCAA tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 34, Peyton Davis.
Honestly, it probably didn't even hit me that it was my senior night until we walked to the middle of the court. You know, I still expected, you know, Blanche or Julie or Jet or somebody to come out from last year. But then all of a sudden, you know, they're saying my name, and I'm like, oh, it's my senior night. But it's a blessing. You know, these 4 years flew by like everybody said it would, and I mean, I can't believe that it was my senior night, but I really enjoyed it. You know, I have great teammates. They really put a lot of effort into everything they did for me and Ty, so it was a blessing. It was awesome. It was fun.
Low post, Davis to the hole. Yes! 19 on the night for Peyton Davis,
Nice pass.
and that establishes a career high.
My most memorable moment since having been at Auburn was definitely beating Vanderbilt a few weeks ago. That's something that, you know, nobody before us have ever done, and that was huge. So I'll definitely remember that for the rest of my life.
To Tyrese at the top, bumped by Beatty. Down the right side of the lane, leans in, shoots, scores with 23 seconds to go.
My most memorable thing about being on Auburn's women's basketball team is our win against Vanderbilt and how we celebrated at the end of the game. You know, our coaches dancing for us. It was great, a great time. What I've enjoyed most would be the travel. You know, you got to go to a lot of places for my 4 years. Being able to go to Australia and New York City and just different places around the country has been pretty great.
I've definitely enjoyed getting to know all these girls.
they're all great in their each individual ways. You know, I enjoy getting to know the coaches, and it's a great feeling to know that you have these people backing you up to support you. I would like to be remembered for my hard work and my personality. I try to get to know as many people as I can, and to always bring a smile to somebody's face.
What I want people to remember about me is how hard I've worked for my 4 years being here, and my personality. I'm a sweet person. Just making people smile. I enjoy doing that and enjoy playing here, and I would just, want people to be happy.
Rebounded by Peyton Davis with the reverse. Oh, nice play.
I'm going to miss it all. I'm definitely going to, miss the fans, and believe it or not, I'll miss the practices. We had our good days and our bad days, but it's, like I said, it's something about coming in and having a sisterhood and that relationship with the coaches. So I'm definitely going to miss that.
Ball deflected, Sweetie. Ahead to Tyrese Tanner. On a breakaway, 29 points for Tyrese.
One thing I'll miss the most, especially our fans. I'll always come back to visit, and especially when my sister is still playing. And just the fan base here is great, and everybody's such a family here and heartwarming, and that's what I'll miss the most.
2 games remain in the Southeastern Conference regular season schedule for the Tigers. Thursday night, Auburn will host Alabama in a 6 o'clock game. Both teams are 6-8 in SEC play. And Coach, this is a different Alabama team than the one that you faced in Tuscaloosa earlier this season. This is a much better ball club.
Oh, absolutely. They've definitely turned it around. They figured out a few things. They're shooting the ball extremely well. Their 2-3 zone is tough to go against. They'll mix it up, man zone, and they're just playing really well right now. They're playing with a sense of urgency right now.
Auburn will close the season on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock in Oxford, Mississippi, against the Ole Miss Rebels. And although that team has struggled somewhat this season, I mean, this is Southeastern Conference basketball, Coach.
You just never know what you're going to get, and every team is going to come out competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost won at Mississippi State last week. Your ball club is 6-8 in Southeastern Conference play. There's a great deal to play for this season. You want to get to that 500 mark in the SEC before you go into the Southeastern Conference tournament.
You really do, and a lot of times every conference that you play in, you always look at that 500 mark. That means, you've done at least halfway decent in your conference. And for a conference like the Southeastern Conference, that makes a huge difference because you're looking at so many ranked teams, so many tough opponents, and our RPI is high, our strength of schedule is high. We have a lot going for us right now. A
great deal to play for Auburn with regard to postseason play. Thursday night at 6 at home in the regular season home finale against Alabama, broadcast at 5:45 locally on Wings 94.3, and then Sunday afternoon at 2 at Ole Miss, and then the postseason begins with the Southeastern Conference tournament. All the best this week, Coach War Eagle.
War Eagle, thanks, Andy.
For Coach Terry Williams for Illinois, I'm Andy Burcham on the Auburn Women's Basketball Review.